Welcome to another edition of Current Events with the editor of the Missoula Current, Martin Kidston. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
We are here on the north side, right by Scott Street. Tell me why we're out here today.
Well, just down the road here, the city purchased 19 acres of property a few years ago, and they've partnered with Rivara, a private company, to develop 9 of those acres into housing. And the wheels are turning. They expect construction to begin on a portion of this project as early as next spring.
Tell me a little bit about that scale, like 9 acres. That can mean a lot of single-family homes. That can mean big towers full of apartments. Paint me a picture.
Well, part of the goal with the city partnering with Rivara is that they would develop a portion of it into affordable or workforce housing. So of those 9 acres, 3 will be set aside as a community land trust. And within that land trust, there will be a blend of condominiums and townhomes. And some of those will market as workforce housing, which is lower than the median price of housing in Missoula.
Lower than the median. I mean, that's still unattainable for a lot of Missoulians. Like, do they have an estimate of how much a workforce housing house would cost?
Well, it's based upon area median income, and those numbers are still being blended right now. That's why this project has taken so long. They're trying to pencil down, they're trying to make the project pencil and try to make it as affordable as they possibly can and put as much housing on that property as they possibly can.
You know, housing is probably the biggest problem in Montana and Missoula specifically. I'm sure this isn't the only project the city's looking at right now.
Yeah, well, so part of the city's purchase of this property is what they call land banking. So the city bought this with the purpose of banking land. They own other properties around town, like the Sleepy Inn, the old library block, of course, the Johnson Street Shelter, the Riverfront Triangle downtown. The concept is that they have a little more control over what happens on that property when they go to sell that. And whether that means affordable housing or that means that the revenue off the sale goes into the Affordable Housing Trust Fund. Either way, it's directed toward housing in some way, shape, or form.
So when can people move in? I mean, give me a timeline here.
Well, these things take some time. They hope to start construction next spring on this property. They've already hired a developer to plan the old library block. They've had offers on the Sleepy Inn, or at least interest on the Sleepy Inn. So the wheels are turning, but these things take a while. It's a tough market to build in right now, given the cost of labor and construction. Interest rates are high, so it's kind of a tough time to develop and try to develop affordable housing.
Are they optimistic that it'll turn out?
They seem optimistic. That it'll take time, and we'll see how optimistic they are next spring.
All right, well, thank you so much, Martin. If you want to dive into all the stories about affordable housing and stay up to date on this, go to the MissoulaCurrent.com. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.